Hey you, my name is Thomas Tomscott Ridgewell, and welcome back to content! Today, I thought we'd take things nice and easy with a simple Q&A, which, as we all know, stands for Quims and Anus. Just kidding, it's not going to be straightforward because half of the answers I give are going to be lies, and it's your job to figure out which ones they are. Will I ever confirm or deny which ones they are? No! Because that would require effort which extends beyond the half an hour I'll spend filming this video. I'm very lazy. What's in the box? My friend's ashes. Do you need glasses? Nope, these have no prescription, I just use them to frame my big fat face. What is your biggest regret? How I handled the Eddsworld Legacy fundraiser. I should have just never made any promises and paid for it myself and just shouldn't have got other people's money involved. What's the project that got away? The brand deal or celebrity appearance that you really wanted to make happen? Just last week we lost the option to work with Donald Glover on a sketch and I'm still not over that. What's your name? My real first name is Scott. I just use the whole Thomas Tomscott Ridgewell thing to help protect my identity and my family from stalkers. Do you hate Doctor Who? I actually don't. I think it's a really well-written show. What's your favorite album? Everything Goes Numb by Streetlight Manifesto. Is Astro Movie 11 in production? Yep, most of the jokes are written. I'm feeling very confident about it and it's on schedule for an August 10th release. Who's your celebrity crush? Melissa McCarthy, circa Gilmore Girls. Why the name Tomska? It's actually pronounced Tomska and it's to honor my Polish roots. Favorite sketch of yours? Horse. It's the only video where nothing actually went wrong. Why'd you want to be a filmmaker? I don't want to be a filmmaker. Which of the Robot Wars house robots would you fuck? Sir Kill-A-Lot, for street cred. Exactly, how old were you when you had your first kiss? I was 17 years old and on a plane. Says exactly. Opinions on B-Movie and 17 again. B-Movie is nowhere near as bad as I say it is, and 17 is nowhere near as good as I say it is. They're both just fine. Do you wipe your butt sitting up or standing down? Sitting down because I'm not a fucking monster! Shut up! Where'd you get the idea for violent humor? A traumatic event in my past. I never got over it. Favorite color? Midnight blue. Have you ever had a real awkward encounter with a fan? I once went for a handshake with someone who didn't have a hand. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done? I once tied a Stretch Armstrong around my neck and legally died for 2 minutes. Do you speak French? Oui, je parle français parfaitement. Are you still working on that show? Super Average. Yes, here's a couple pitch documents. Not going very far. Who do you love more, Charlie or Squidge? Squidge! He's a dog. He can do no wrong. What are you gonna call your children? If I have a girl, I'd like to call them Amelia. But if I have a boy, I'd like to call them Kingsley. But I'm worried that Kingsley Ridgewell is just such a douchey name that inevitably grow up to be an awful person. What do you really think about Dan and Phil? I think they were a better group before Brian Harries left. What happened to Spamcat? He was unfortunately taken in the divorce. What's one moment in your life that you look back on and go, oh yeah, it all makes sense now? Probably when I ran downstairs on Christmas Eve and found my mum and Father Christmas going at it on the sofa. What turns you on? Toe sucking. Would you prefer having your little toes sucked, or would you rather be the sucker of the toes? I can honestly go either way. I'm what the community calls vers. What's your least favorite Tomscott video? The one I had to remove for inspiring too many mass shootings. Did you self-harm at any point in your life? I used to punch walls until my knuckles bled. That helped. How's the diet going? Very well. Thank you for asking. Do you want to have kids? Not my own. What's the worst lie you've ever told someone? I once told my ex-girlfriend I was attracted to kids so she'd stop talking to me. What is your sexuality and do you support the LGBTQ+ community? I am straight and I support them by getting out of the way? I don't know how, I don't know. What are your kinks? Sucky toes. If you could bring any cancelled TV show back from the dead, what would it be? 2.5 Men, by far. How's that depression going there, matey? It's actually cleared up and I'm off the meds. Thank you for asking. What is your opinion on the Paul brothers? I think they're a product of supply and demand and only as awful as people want them to be. What secret do YouTubers not want us to know? They're all fucking each other. Every single one of them. Every single one. How'd you lose your sight, bitch? I set off a firework right in front of my face like a fucking idiot. Do you hate cats? Nope. How big is your dick? It's not. What's it like being famous? Flattering but emotionally crippling. How old do you want to be when you die? 69. Why did you dye your hair purple? To represent my old school colors. King's College represent? What was your worst nightmare? When my friend came back to life and told me he was ashamed of me. What is your favorite hobby? Reliving my mistakes. Have you ever sucked dick? No. What's your real fursona? Here's a picture of me in costume. Alright, that was 25 truths and 25 lies. Which ones were the truth? Which ones were the lies? You figure it out. Bye!